Ladies and gentlemen, this fighter will be making his return from Misfits 005 to fighting in a few weeks on Misfits 009. Please welcome Pully Arif. Let's
Hello,
go.
bro. What are you saying?
Nothing much, man. And since Misfits 005, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, right? How has everything been in terms of, have you still been boxing from time to time?
Yeah, I
What are you
mean,
doing since
I
or March?
I've been. It's been quite a while. To be fair. What was it? March. That's quite a while. I've been just keeping busy doing my TikTok, my social media. I don't really post content. I'm more. My thing to do is go live on TikTok. I go live quite a lot on TikTok. And yeah, just been keeping myself busy, training here and there. And then I had to get into fight camp when I found out about this, like
Okay.
8 weeks, 7 weeks ago now. So yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so you got the notice of this fight. So 8 weeks ago they gave you this notice of the
I
fight.
got a notice probably 6 weeks ago, so it'll be an 8 week camp. Yeah, about 6, 7 weeks ago. Yeah, so I've
Oh
had a
wow.
full camp.
Okay. And so obviously Small Spartan J, who is new into the scene, right? Has there been any? How do I say it? Uh, how have you looked into Small Spartan J with your team and everything?
I mean, I know who he is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've known who he is for a while now. I've seen a few of his fights. He's took his most recent one off of social media. I'm not too sure why. Like, that's just a weird thing to do. He's took all like training and boxing footage off social media since his second fight, which was 11 months ago. He says he wants to just keep it all a secret, but if you want to be a social media boxer, you've got to upload, you know what I mean, boxing stuff and stuff. But I guess
Mm-hmm.
he wants to keep it all a surprise and shock me on the 23rd of September and do something
Okay.
crazy and come out. But I just don't feel like he can beat me.
Do you? I was gonna say, because obviously you fought Misfits 005 against one of the best in the scene in Dean, right? I want to ask just a couple questions with that. Has there been a big lesson that you learned from that fight, by the way? Because you did shock a lot of people when you went to distance against Dean.
Yeah, I mean, I've I learned a lot that fight. Like that's obviously my hardest fight I've ever took, and it's always going to be like that because of experience. You could see in there who was more experienced and who's been boxing for a year and a half and who's been
Yeah.
boxing for many of years. You can see, but I just feel like I lost, so I don't really want to take any positives. But there is my coach has been telling me like there's a lot of positives in there for me. I showed good heart after getting knocked down.
Hmm.
I landed a couple good shots on him. And I just feel like I done well. I done better than I expected. I went in there not as confident as maybe I should have gone in there. I don't know why. I was really nervous. Maybe it was my first time with Misfits, co-main eventing for a title. I got thrown straight in the deep end, so like it was kind of like all like mad to me. But this
For
time
sure.
it's like more like I'm not. It's not a co-main event fight. It's not as a big fight, and so there's less pressure. There's much less pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. And the second thing I'm going to say too, right? Obviously after that first fight, do you feel like you have the advantage heading in against Small Spartan J, who's coming in,
I mean,
his first fight in Misfits? So at least in
yeah. I
terms of,
mean, yeah. I'm probably favorite.
Mhm.
He's probably the underdog, which was always going to happen because I fought on Misfits. He's 5'2". I weigh more than him. I've got longer reach. You know all that type of stuff. But
Okay.
it's boxing at the end of the day. It takes one shot to change the whole fight,
Hmm.
literally. So I mean, I am probably favorite, and hopefully I do get a win and I prove why I'm favorite. But I don't really look into all that. I'm treating it like as how I treated my fight with Dean, sparring the best people I can spar, training as much as I can train, and just getting in as much work as I can get in.
For sure. What is it? I was going to be out of the J. Also, you guys had like a face off as well between you two, right? And what did you notice about him throughout that face off? What were the I guess I want to say vibes that you noticed from him?
His it's an awkward one because me and Jay are cool. Like we're cool. You know what I mean? There's no
Mhm.
beef there. Like
Oh,
with
there's no
Dean, it was like
okay.
no. With Dean, it was like he's really good at promo. So like he automatically came for me straight away and just tried talking loads of shit, which made it easier for me because then I can talk shit back. But with Jay, me and Jay are actually all right. Like we get on. So it was a bit hard, but
Hmm.
I feel like he's just being humble. Like like I was with my fight against Dean. It's his first fight. It's his first fight on Misfits. He doesn't want to like come out being like, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that because then he's just gonna, you know what I mean? He's gonna look like an idiot. And I'm probably his toughest test. I'm not the greatest boxer, but compared to the people at his four, I'm definitely his toughest test.
For sure. And what is it? And you mentioned about promoting, right? And so like the promotion behind it, Misfits has been a very big advocate for promoting the fights, right? They want, all the Misfits fighters to promote in some type of way. What are your tactics of, trying to go and promote for this fight, if you do have
I
any?
mean, it's tough because like I don't like I with Jay it's tough because I don't know what levels to take it to. Like I've got so many ideas in my head, but I don't know whether I should start doing them or not because I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, but maybe I've got an idea that I'm gonna do next week to promote it, but I want to like be respectful at the same time and not be too disrespectful because
For
I'm
sure.
actually before we started, I found out we was fighting and like we was alright, so I don't want to be too disrespectful with the promo. But I've
Mhm.
got a couple of ideas that I'm gonna do next week. So yeah, just keep an eye out.
That's fair. That's fair. Uh, I was gonna say also after the Misfits 009 card, it's the Prime card, right? How do you
Yes.
feel about, since all the recent announcements of Kenny and Anthony Taylor, Chase Moore is coming back and fighting, even your former opponent and Dean, who's gonna have that rematch against Waleed, right? All those three fights, and even the two main events of KSI, Logan, and Fury and Dennis. How do you feel about the card overall? What's your thoughts on that?
But mate, so I don't know any of the fights, like you know what I
Oh,
mean. So
actually?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't
Oh
know
shit.
like I don't know like any fights that would be in the pipeline or anything. I'm not that big. I'm not
Oh,
that
okay.
big on Misfits.
Oh,
But
no worries, no worries. I could. What is it? Pretty much. So obviously, KSI Fury's fighting,
no,
right?
no, no. I know all the fights that have been announced, but I'm like I don't know. Like some people
The
have fought Misfits.
underneath the Logan Dennis, you don't know anything underneath
No, I
the.
know all the fights that have been announced, but I'm on about the ones that haven't been announced yet. I don't know
Oh,
them
okay.
ones. I'm saying, yeah,
Mhm.
but what I'm saying from the ones that have been announced, I'm excited. I'm hopefully I can be there. I think I'm free. When is it? October the 14th?
Yeah, I believe it's 14th.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sick card. I'm excited. For so far the fight that I'm looking forward to the most is Dylan versus Logan. I feel like
That-
because of the promo that Dylan's done, I feel like that's why I'm looking forward to it the most.
That's fair. And I'm about to make a video on this later, but I just want to get how do you feel about this as well about Dylan Dennis? Do you think Dylan Dennis is like an anti-hero?
What does that mean?
Like anti-hero. So anti-hero is like how can I explain anti-hero? I could give you an example of an anti-hero. Have you seen Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Do you know who's the in the second movie of the Tobey Maguire series? Who was the villain in that?
I don't know. The only Spider-Man I remember watching
Hold
The
up.
Joker.
Oh, you haven't seen Spider-Man.
No, in the Joker. No, not the Joker. Joker's Batman, isn't it? I don't
No,
know.
no,
I'm
no.
not into
Joker's a
them. Not
Batman.
no.
Okay, well, hold on. Not the Tobey Maguire series, but did you at least see the one with Tom Holland when he like
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
the three
I've seen that.
Spider-Man? So do you
Yeah,
remember like his name was like Dr. Otto Octavius. He was the one with like the eight like
yeah. There's yeah, yeah,
claws
yeah,
around
yeah.
him, right? So he's the villain in that movie, but a lot of people failed to like the character.
Oh yeah, I get
That's
you. I
what
get
like
you.
an
I get you. Yeah,
anti-hero is pretty much. So like Dylan
yeah. Oh
Dennis is
yeah,
like hated, but a lot of people love like what he's doing. Or not love, love's not the right word. But a lot of people in a way like what he's doing. So that's
yeah,
why
yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I feel like, but because on the night he'll be getting booed because of obviously KSI and Logan and Prime and all that. So like,
Mhm.
everyone there will be booing him. But like everyone on social media who ain't going to the fight, everyone wants him to win. No one actually, from what I've seen on Twitter, social media anyway, no one really sides with Logan at the moment. He gets a lot of hate compared to Dylan, I
Yeah,
think, anyway.
that's a dude. No, that's so true. It's like it. The one thing I do notice about like Logan, and this is just I don't know, and I don't know anything about Logan. I'm gonna be honest, but this is just from like the public perception, right? I feel like he just wants to be liked at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Especially when he took the fight against Dylan Dennis and obviously being partnered with like KSI, he probably thought that he'd be the one that's getting liked in this fight, and It's more
Quite
more people are
proud, yeah.
starting to like Dylan.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
noticed with that's what I've noticed with the whole like can't like the whole Logan Dylan Danis fight for sure.
yeah,
Because the tweets are getting out of control with Dylan
yeah.
Danis.
Ridiculous numbers as well.
Oh my yeah, dude, the Twitter impressions were like I think he got like 200 million on a
Yeah,
Twitter on his
mad,
Twitter impressions. That's crazy.
mad.
I heard what is it? Because I know the monetization thing is happening. I believe it's like every 1 million like impressions you get on Twitter is like $10. So they're saying that with like this is just rumored, but with the 200 million that he made, it's 2 grand that he got out of that month from Twitter.
Yeah, that's mad. How I think, yeah, that's crazy. Just from putting
Yeah,
up tweets of Logan Paul's girlfriend.
it's nuts. What is there's a lawsuit too now with that.
Yeah, I've seen that. I
Yeah,
think that's all
I was like, what
like,
the fuck?
yeah, it's all mad, isn't it?
Yeah, no, for sure. Do obviously besides like the two with the three that's already been announced, what do you think is like that could be like fight of the night in your opinion?
Tempo versus Chase Timur.
Tempo versus Chase is for the fact that's a prelim fight is going to be
Yeah, mad.
oh my goodness, yeah, and it's
Because
interesting
on
because
on another card, on like say like on a different card, like not a prime card or something, that fight, I wouldn't say it's main event though. That's like main event wherever you fight. It's Tempo versus Chase,
oh
and for it to
yeah,
be a prelim,
100%
for it to be a prelim on the prime card, it just shows you what levels the prime cards are going to be.
for sure. No, and
And
that's what Misfits really tried doing was to get all the fights that could be main event and co-main all stacked up to the prime card. So this is supposed to be like the biggest event, which I'm really excited for. This
yeah,
should be expected to be like the best Misfits card of all time, or just best influencer card of all time. Which I'm really like crossing fingers it does. But
are you gonna be there, or are you gonna watch it from home?
I'm in the U.S., so I can't.
Oh, yeah,
Unfortunately, I can't be there. But I'll. What is it? The Misfits events that I'm gonna try going for are the ones that are in the states. At least I'm
mm,
gonna try though, because I mean UK like there's I have to go through the whole process of, like visa and everything, and like I'll have to like sort something out with that too. But I mean, just for now, whenever they have events in the US, is the more than likely I'm gonna try going for. But yeah, I wish I could go to the Prime card, dude. Yeah, no, they all the very good Misfits events have all been in the UK. At least the ones that KSI's been headlined. So you guys
yeah,
get for sure. The charity match happened today too. Did you
yeah,
break
yeah. I didn't watch it. I was out, but I've seen it's all over my TikTok. Like every
the
video now, I
highlights?
scroll. Yeah,
Yeah, nah. Dude,
everything.
I woke up at like 6 in the I woke up 6 in the morning or no, 7 in the morning to watch it, right? And
Really?
yeah, because it was 3 o'clock over at British time.
Yeah.
So I'm like 7 or 8 hours. I was 8 hours. I'm 8 hours behind. So I was like, dude, I'm not
Yeah.
really doing much tomorrow. Let me chill and watch. So I was like, I was watching it and like, you probably have seen it through TikTok about how like Speed got the penalty kick and like
Yeah, I've seen all that, and
fumbled
then
it.
yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it
Yeah,
all. I've seen it all on my For You page. Everything. I think I've seen everything. It was quite funny to be fair.
dude, it was so funny. Oh my goodness, because literally, because
Was
they
it better than
subbed him
the
in.
last one? Was it better than the last one?
No, last one was a lot more competitive. It was still high scoring. Don't get me wrong, but last year was like it was a lot more competitive and it was high scoring. This one was like 8-5
Yeah,
score. So yeah, it was still
yeah.
really good though. It's still one of the better ones for sure for Simon charity match. They raised above like $2 million dollars, which
2 mil.
is
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nuts,
Mad.
dude. Absolute nuts. All right. I want to get to a few more things before wrapping up this interview, right? Since you were my first influencer boxer that I actually interviewed, right? And I've came a long way since then. And so there was one segment that I incorporated in throughout my episodes, and it's called the one word segment, right? I just list these fighters and they're all going to be in your division and you just have to describe them in one word, essentially. All right. So I got a few, and I'll just say it here, right? Actually, sorry. One other thing before I mention, there's a couple people that that I'm about to name out that I text them to, I asked them to send like a little message to you, and they've had. So I'll read it after I explain the fighters. But the first one is your opponent, Small Spartan J.
Bitch.
Uncle Pizza.
Bitch.
Fox the G.
Okay.
Okay. Dean.
Who?
Dean the Great.
Respected.
We'll eat sharks.
Good.
Yuddy Gang TV.
Don't know.
Oh, you don't know him? Okay. Do you know
No,
A-pop?
I know him. I know him.
Oh,
But that's just mine. I don't have an opinion. Don't know.
oh, don't have an opinion. Okay. Oh, A-pop.
Bitch.
Evil Hero.
Bitch.
NNA Productions.
Bitch.
And then Adam Sala.
Oh, bitch.
He's also a bitch.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Wait, who did you say Adam? Okay, bitch. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Listen, you want smoke with everyone. All right. One of the many that you called a bitch, right? I actually got a message from, Uncle Pizza.
I
He
knew he
wanted
was
to
gonna
give
be.
that.
He's just a weird. He's a weirdo. But go on.
All right, so he told me to say this to you. He said that quote, "Pully, I'm gonna sauce you up." That's all he said. I just want to get like, well, I want to see what you think about that. I got the text message. I'm like, I started laughing because I was like, this is like our random one. I like Uncle Pizza. I like you as
But
well.
yeah, he's been on my
I'm sorry, you cut out.
he's been on my dick for ages now.
Oh,
He's been waiting. He's been on my dick for a while. He's gonna we'll be fighting soon.
okay, fair. The other person that also sent a message was Fox, and he wanted me to tell you this, and he said that he'd be down to do a tag team boxing match with you. Would you be down for that? You and Fox tag
Yeah,
team?
that'd be sick. Yeah, me and Fox versus who? I'm trying to think because you know what it is? It's people like Uncle Pizza, Yuddy, Dean, Waleed, and Adam. That
Hmm.
kind of category. They've got so much more experience compared to the people like me, Fox, Jay, Evil Hero, NNA. We have all the same amount of experience. So I don't think it's fair getting matched up with, like people who have got more experience than us. I feel like we should be able to build ourselves up and let us get more experience before we have to start getting in with the big, not, I wouldn't say big dogs because Uncle Peter's not a big dog, but like
Hmm.
getting in with people with more experience than us. You get it? It's like
Yeah,
anything. It's like playing football with someone who's been playing a year or 5 years. The person who's been playing 5 years is obviously a better footballer.
for sure. Yeah,
Um,
experience
but
really
yeah,
matters in the scene.
yeah,
Mhm.
it does. Of course, it matters.
Yeah,
But yeah, me and Fox, we've spoke about this tag team, and I want to do it. Me and Fox versus Evil Hero and NNA Productions would be good.
that would be a good fight for sure. So those are the two that you want to have a tag team boxing match with.
Yeah, me and Fox versus Evil Hero and NNA, that would be sick.
That'd be cool. I'd really I would really look forward to seeing that. That'd be sick. I've had Fox on my show, a couple times now. Fox is a really good guy. I've always speak highly on Fox. He's a he's a very positive guy for sure. I like talking to him whenever I get the chance. He's a really cool guy for sure. Um, but anyways, just two more things, right? Small Spartan J. I want to get your prediction on the fight. You think it's going to be a knockout? You think it's going to distance? How do you see this fight going?
I see it getting. If I don't win on points, I see it getting stopped in the third.
Third round. Okay,
Yeah.
that's gonna be interesting. Anyways, lastly, I want to ask, who do you want to fight after Small Spartan J?
I want to go through NNA. I want to go through Your Hero. I want to go through the people who has the same amount of experience as me, and then I
So
want to go
that
to Uncle
range of
Pizza.
fighters. Okay, so like an NNA Evil Hero. Who's the other person we mentioned? I think you said APOP, right? Those are the three that are in the range.
I don't know what his experience is, but yeah,
Okay,
um, yeah, and then I want to start fighting the people who have got more experience than me
for sure.
because I've already done that. I've already fought someone who has way more. Like I've never had an amateur fight in my life, never, not one
Hmm.
amateur fight. Um, so yeah, I want to kind of start doing that. I want to start fighting an amateur as well. Like I want to, but then again, I'm not really. I like playing football too much as well. Like I prefer playing football than I do boxing.
Fair. What position in football?
I play winger, right wing or left wing.
Right wing. Okay. Oh, so okay. That's respectable for sure. All right. I want to what is it? We'll just wrap it up right here, right? Is there like any announcements that you want to say before I end this, or you can shout out your social media, it's just anything you want to promote here.
No, shout out my sponsors as of far: Kings Windows, 1981 Events, SR Beauty, and that's it at the moment. I just want to shout out my sponsors
That's what's up. All right.
because
Anyways,
without them it would be difficult coming up to fight week. But they've helped me out quite a lot.
that's good, dude, for sure. That's dope they got sponsors to help you out for the upcoming fight. I'm very excited to see your fight against Small Spartan J. That's actually one of my like go to one of my fights to look out for. I made a little list, but anyways, if you guys liked this interview and want more interviews like this, please subscribe for more content just like this. The end of the year goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers.